What's up?
So, you've got M's memories.
Uni, why are we whispering?
Roll with it.
I do, yeah. Why, though?
So tell me stuff.
Tell you what stuff?
Stuff about the Queen and Mobius. Anything you got.
But like, what exactly?
Like how the two are connected? Any secrets? Or where they are?
Oi, no giving out exclusives.
Lance?
We want to know this stuff too, right?
Well, I suppose. But still.
Yeah. I trust Mimi. If it was important, I'm sure she'd tell us everything.
And since she's not saying, there's a reason, right?
If it's about the Queen, you shouldn't hear it from me, but rather from Her Majesty herself, I think. The Queen's bound to know things that M didn't.
Oh, so that's it then? You're just gonna pass the buck?
Well, I suppose so.
Feels a bit stingy, that's all.
Hey, no grumbling. I'm in the same levelness as you, okay?
All right. I'll yield. Might as well save my appetite for the main course. Mio, are we there yet?
Not long now. Hang in there.
Glad I made this journey.
There's nothing special here.
Friends sure we come to right place?
We're good. You'll see.
Is this real? That's the Cloud Keep.
Whoa! Fantastic bit of tech. Amazing how they kept it hidden.
So is this where the Queen's been sleeping then?
Yes. Right at the very top.
Right. Let's move. Not far now. A few more stairs. We might finally discover the way to free the world. End Mobius's reign.
It's been one revelation after another these days, and now here we are, walking through thin air like it's totally normal.
Watch your step. It's a long way down.
Ah, at last.
So this is the Cloud Keep. It's certainly lavish.
Man, get a load of this place. Do you think the Queen's really here?
If you fall off, you're on your own.
You think we'll be able to meet the real Queen soon?
I'm feeling kind of tense.
What's the matter, Tyon? Not getting all nervous, are you?
What? I'm meeting Her Majesty the Queen. Who wouldn't be nervous right now?
We're here.
Yes.
She's really pretty.
It's her. That's the real Queen of Agnus.
She's sleeping and not dead, right?
Don't worry. She'll awake soon enough.
She's up!
What?
Your Majesty! She's been killed!
How delicious. I can taste your despair already. I'm afraid you won't get your way. We worked hard to make this world ours. No way that we'll relinquish it now.
Yoren!
You rats! How'd you find us?
I don't get your surprise. That one's still half Mobius. You didn't seriously think we'd lose her, did you?
Or did you think you're all that just because you managed to defeat N?
Well, thanks to you, I got to end that aggravating old bat, fulfilling Zed's orders in the process.
Looks like we got played. Yoren, are you seriously
Seriously what?
teaming up with this creep?
You've killed her!
Wasn't that clear? You know I am Mobius.
I was reborn, and on that day, Jay surpassed you all.
That day. Right. Then tell me. Why did you do it? Trade your life for mine? You could have ignored me, got away safe.
Well, gee, I have no idea.
Let's see, there might be something in one of my memories. Maybe if I die instead of him, I'll please him? Perhaps that's what I was thinking.
One of your memories.
Since I couldn't do anything else right, you know?
Must be nice to be you, Lance. Just being yourself.
Nice to be me.
You couldn't fathom how hard it is to be useless. You'd never understand, unless you'd seen yourself in that light.
Oh, here's a thought. How about you try interlinking with me for a lark? I bet you'll cry at the state of me. Fun fact, you know. When you become Mobius, you're treated to all the memories of your past lives. I got to see all the different me's. Although they all pretty much met the same sad end. Dead weight will always be that. I am nothing but myself.
Those were all just coincidences. We know different.
That's right. We thought... No, I knew for sure that you were awesome.
Whatever. Bet you were well and truly fed up with me. Although, back on that day, I still managed to surpass you. I can still be here, feel this rush.
And now, I'm having the time of my life! Let's go anything about me, Noah! I know thee! They're no match for me! Damn it! This is unacceptable! Must be nice to be strong like you guys. And me? I was just a worm crawling in the dirt. But what I wanted was to fly. With every single new day I looked up to admire the birds freewheeling above, but I was a worm.
Yoren, cut the crap.
The stuff you guys said was like if those birds went... But Mr. Worm, you do such great work tilling the soil. It's really important you keep at it for the sake of the world, you know? Do you see what I'm trying to say?
And what's so wrong about that?
I wanted my wings, you bastard! I thought if only I could earn your approval, it'd be like an updraft I could soar on.
But birds, what can they possibly know
Of how a lowly worm feels.
Yoren! Just how could you possibly think like that? You wanted approval, so you...
How could I not? That's why I became Mobius. So I could be what I always aspired to be.
What? This is you?
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like... That's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
Liar! If you think you're satisfied being this way, you're lying to no one but yourself. I know you can't be at peace with this, so drop the act. And yeah, maybe to you we were like birds. But that has nothing to do with strength. Only lack of choice.
Lack of choice?
Just look at how the world is for us. It would never allow us to take any other form. So we have to change it. For weak people like us.
Weak? You're weak?
On that day, weren't you smiling?
Oh yes, I sure was smiling. Because it was the moment I rose above you!
It was a grin of victory!
No, it wasn't. On that day, that was the real you. Our friend Yoren.
Stop mocking me!
Look, you'd made it, Yoren. You spread your true wings.
Yoren. Your death, it changed me. Fighting isn't everything. I learned that if I chose, I could change myself, become anything. Yoren, I'm grateful as Spark to you.
Ain't you the same, Yoren? Maybe if you had the choice too, in a world where nothing has to be like this.
And that's exactly the kind of world we want to create. We want choices.
Remember your Mobius. You should have other nice memories as well. You have to try and remember them. Anything at all.
I've seen all kinds of death. Taken a long, hard look at myself. So let me tell you, Yoren, you're more than this.
Yoren, you've given me so much. You helped me find the will to endure these 10 hard years.
Come to us, please, Yoren. Let's all stand together. You don't belong with them. You just don't.
Was that also me? That day it was like my body just moved.
Hey! Don't you think you're getting carried away there? Ugh, what a loser!
You good-for-nothing shit for brains!
Yoren!
An interlink? He's taken him over.
Ugh! He's a real piece of work.
D, you scum!
Ever had dreams?
Dreams of dying, of being slaughtered.
Oh well, most people forget soon as they wake. No harm done. But tell you what.
They're all completely true.
And so snuffing what? What if they were? The past is past, and the present is now.
I wasn't finished. Dreams, you see. They're little traces of intense memories from your past lives that didn't get purged before rebirth. Little harmless bugs in the system, let's call them.
However, not so with Mobius. Just like the runt said, when you become Mobius, in that very moment, all your past memories come rushing back to you. To put it mildly, it's transcendent.
Before coming here, I went to visit the furnace where I keep my collection.
Collection, you say?
There they were, staring back at me.
He's mad.
Doesn't it make you tingle? As long as I am Mobius, I can enjoy this superlative feeling forever and ever.
I'll bury the world in my sweet collectibles.
I think I'm gonna hoe.
Push through it! First, we gotta save Yoren from the shitbag!
Yeah, Uni, what Lance said. This punk needs a whooping.
All right. Okay, we'll do. We'll thrash this shitbag, save Yoren, and get me some payback.
If you fancy your chances, take your shot. I'll be more than happy to rip your bloody pelts off.
And add them to my collection.
A jubilation of blood.
I'll draw them. Appreciate it.
Wow, thanks.
I lost.
Impossible. I won't accept it. I am D of the Mobius.
The man who is Black Blaze Dark.
I won't be beaten by some idiot upstarts.
Black Blaze Dark?
You've heard of him?
I read about him in a textbook. An Agnian soldier from long ago who'd gone mad. Rather than take lives with his blade, he'd behead his enemies with talon-like swords, bring them back, and add them to his collection.
So that's who we're dealing with.
Is this your doing?
Jay, what are you trying to pull? I can't crush these fools if you hold your strength back. Give it to me, you no-good deadweight loser!
Deadweight loser?
Who else, kiddo? So give it up! Go on, give!
Look, you'd made it, Yoren. You spread your true wings. So let me tell you, Yoren, you're more than this. I can be more.
What? What's going on?
All right! That's what I'm talking about!
With this much power, these chumps are...
That's enough now! I've got more than enough juice to... Hey! Are you listening? Jay!
The Black Fog!
I knew it!
Yoren's doing that?
Stop it! Yoren! If you don't stop, you're gonna die!
I can't
will not. I've decided it's my choice. I will be different.
Yoren!
This is who I am. Isn't it? Noah. Uni. Lands.
Jay, stop! If I die here, I won't...
Snuffing idiot. Always putting others ahead of yourself, you moron. You should have just looked out for number one.
But you were so scary, I didn't really feel like I had that option.
I suppose. I'm sorry, Yoren.
Maybe... if we meet again.
Yeah. And next time, we will win.
That was... Yoren.
Yeah, sure was. I swear, he hadn't changed one bit.
But this isn't okay. People shouldn't have to make such heartbreaking choices.
Yeah. That's exactly why we gotta move forward.
Yeah, well...
What do we do? The Queen's... she's gone now.
What do we do? What can we even do?
This was supposed to be how we take back our world.
I'm so sorry. I knew I was half Mobius. I should have been more careful, but instead...
Wow. That bastard! Stuck me good, he did. 2 centuries to the side and things that have been a sight worse.
Oh, what?
What?
Oh, Oh, you must be...
Impossible. I saw it. I saw her being stabbed directly through the heart.
And all that blood everywhere.
But now she's alive! Alive and kicking!
Yeah.
You are...
That's good. So it worked after all.
Your Majesty.
My name is Nia. And I am the Queen of Agnus, one wing of Ionios.
N and M. Another version of us. What are we really? Why do we exist in the first place? The answers are within me, together with her hopes and dreams. I will give them a voice. I will make him hear our truth.
"300 days remain to the intersection. It seems we might make it."
Yes. It took every bit of our combined intellects, but we built it.
To prepare for the time our two worlds collide.
All that we are is contained within. Memories and our souls.
We will all be gone, and then reborn. Will it be a new beginning, or our demise? No one can tell us that.
Time will run its due course, and show us the true meaning of our deed. In the distant past, what was once a single world was cleft in twain. Plus and minus, on the surface, they were identical. These two worlds of opposing nature knew nothing of each other as they wended their way towards their own respective futures. However, the worlds yearned for each other. Against the solitude of existence, they strove to reunite. Though it would spell certain destruction, should the two worlds intersect, they would cancel each other out and cease to be, leaving only light. Light, a shining beacon in the darkness, the last common language left to us. Though we inhabited separate worlds, the medium of light allowed us to communicate for the very first time. And so we sought for a way to prevent total oblivion. We pooled our knowledge and through time gave birth to a single point of hope. Origin. An arc containing all the world's data, recorded in words of light, carrying hope into the future. Origin was a system we constructed to reboot the world's states. And then, the time was upon us. The reboot process failed to initiate. Instead, in that instant, the worlds became still. By the will of Mobius.
So it's their fault.
And at the heart of it was their ringleader, Zed. You could say Zed embodies this frozen world.
But what does that achieve? Freezing everything.
Not a thing. He didn't need to do anything after that. Only to keep everything in its place in stasis and create an eternity to abide within. As was their wish.
He made our lives their sustenance.
Precisely so. In order to gain control of Origin, Zed captured the Kavesi Queen.
To what end?
To access the memories in Origin, to bend them to his will. He needed a key held only by its creators.
A key?
A heart might be more fitting. Zed used the key held by the Queen of Kevis and seized Origin in its entirety. Controlling Origin means controlling the world. And having shackled it, he can bend it to his will. Life and death are his playthings.
Life and death.
No one, not even M, knew the origins of this world.
So I guess you have another key.
Yes, it's in my possession. With its help, I was able to create the Ouroboros stones. Though most of the power is with Zed, I have been able to resist him to a small extent.
It's a cogwheel?
One of the gears from Origin. Through a process of catalysis between the Origin substrate and the core in my chest, I can generate the stones.
And thanks to that, we became Ouroboros.
Yes, but not completely.
Huh?
Remember, have you not succumbed to Mobius's power before? As I've said before, Zed commands the world's very fabric. Unfortunately, my own powers are sorely limited. And yet, you too can break Zed's fetters, as you've shown, smashing through the rules he established. With your Ouroboros powers and the Sword of the End, both.
The Sword of the End?
The sword you hold. It is a byproduct of resonance between the Kavesi Queen's heart and Origin.
Does that mean it's like an Ouroboros stone?
The Ouroboros stones and the sword, they're mere gimmicks. The crux of them lies with you. You see, there are keys inside of you too.
Inside of us?
Keys?
Finally, my efforts were rewarded. I'm glad to meet with all of you who embody hope.
Majesty, what is it that we must do?
Right. Infiltrate Origin, then free it and the Kavesi Queen from Zed. From the hands of Mobius once and for all.
If we do free it, will we get to change the world? It's so cruel and senseless. Can we undo that? Your Majesty...
If you desire to have a future before you...
I need to know. Zed and Mobius. Must they be our enemy?
Noah.
Now that is something for you to decide. After confronting them and discerning for yourselves what they truly are.
All right.
Come this way. Behold. There at the nadir of the vortex sleeps Origin.
In the sea?
Deep beneath the sea where none may tread, Zed spins his world-spanning web.
So you're saying the Queen of Kevis, she's there as well?
Well, snuff me. I want to save the Queen as much as the next guy. But how are we supposed to even get there? You can't even get near without being ripped apart.
Yeah, but if anyone were to know the trick, it's Queen Nia. Seeing as, you know, she's the mastermind behind the whole origin shebang, yeah?
Right. Actually, I kinda don't.
But you're the Queen! How do you not know that?
This is shocking.
Absolute nonsense. I simply cannot believe this.
I don't know how to respond.
Come on, you lot. Rein it in now.
Huh? Hang on. Mio, don't you get to use those Mobius powers?
Well...
Then it should be a snap, right? Pew! We're there! Those clowns were doing it all the time!
Actually...
Go on.
I can't use them right now. The Mobius powers.
What?
I noticed it right after we liberated the castle. I couldn't work out why myself. It was so sudden.
No! Is this why you blew us off saying to ask the Queen ourselves?
Sorry, Uni.
Oh, love.
I suspect it must be Zed.
Huh?
The power of Mobius. It's part of the flow and fabric of the world. What is permitted and what is prohibited is subject to Zed's whims. Even with Origin, not every Mobius knows of his existence.
But I was able to use the Ouroboros powers.
The power you currently wield is, let's say, external to the flow. Even Zed himself cannot grasp what's beyond his reach. Therein is my hope based.
We're still stuck, though. We know where to go, but we're kind of dead in the water here.
How to tackle the vortex, then? Mr. Samon.
Mr. Samon was, that Nopon from the city.
Yeah. Recall what he said about a ship that could brave the Great Sea. Ultimate vessel.
That right. Even vortexing raging Great Sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as Queen of Boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Yeah, he did say that. Something about it being able to take on stormy weather.
Wait, wasn't that a work in progress, though?
I think he might have been drawing up blueprints.
Whatever Mr. Samon said, he was pretty ardent about it.
Which must mean...
there might be a way to get there, after all.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Finally, our lucky break.
Looks like this place was worth the trip.
Better hurry. I hardly imagine Mobius will stand idly by.
Agreed.
Your Majesty!
Huh?
Thanks a lot. Things are looking up.
Sure.
Right, okay. I think I understand. If you're looking for Samon, he'll be in maintenance, same as usual. I'll send someone to get you. Just head on over.
Many thanks. We'll be outside the Cloud Keep.
I'm just glad the people in the city made it through unscathed.
Me too. It's a huge weight off my mind.
Ah, friends mean old Butte. She tucked away, all cozy in dock number 3.
What, really?
Curious?
We are.
All righty. Then please follow Samon to port.
So where's the place Mr. Salmon told us about?
First, we go into the control room, apparently.
So this is it? The ship that can conquer the Great Sea's vortex?
Sweet! And you got it all ready, too!
It's like a different beast from what we've been using.
I'd venture to call it a masterwork. There's a real sense of power behind this craft.
Please not to get garments in twist. This is just hull.
Just the hull?
Key elements of engine not quite ready yet. Ship without engine is like torpedo wrap without filling of tasty sausage.
That crime against cuisine! Torpedo wrap without tasty sausage like ship without engine!
Mr. Salmon, what is it the engine needs?
To be precise, just need core component. Is this part here, and still need 6 more to make. Unfortunately, only have this one here.
I've seen that metal before. It's the same as Noah's sword, right?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Also, it's same as metal that go inside fancy eye patches of lost numbers. Friends know eye patches block Mobius tracking, surely?
Yeah, we heard that from Monica.
That because eye patch emit special wavelengths. This here shows sources of such waves. Points of light on map indicate where metal can be located. But Salmon could not visit. Every place is fearsome scary.
Can't you just use the metal from the eye patches?
Those important equipment for lost numbers, so no can do. And even if could, metal is stretched into thin foil, making total amount not sufficient.
That's a shame.
Mio, look over here.
Yeah, the Cloud Keep. It's that thing that the Queen had.
Mr. Salmon, so if we got you 6 more, you could complete the ship?
Naturally. With that can make ship with power and defense that weather any storm or hole in sea.
How long would it take to build?
We'll give it 3 days, tops.
Wow, that's real snappy.
Good, as time is of the essence.
All right, let's crack on.
Yeah. Mr. Salmon, don't you worry. We'll get you your parts.
Meh.
I didn't expect we'd be going back to meet the Queen again so soon.
We have to be on our best behavior.
What? Why are you here again? What?
Huh?
Oh.
Eh?
Huh?
The Gears of Origin. What fate that they would be the ones to guide you.
Ouroboros and the Sword of the End have. They brought us this far, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I understand. Well, in that case, I will gladly concede it.
You knew we'd be coming back though, right? It was all a part of your grand design, yeah? The future must be sculpted with one's own hands. Something like that?
Right, certainly. The future isn't something you can just be given. You do have to reach for it, with your own hands, yes.
Well, that's the first. 5 left to go.
A promising start.
Yeah, could be worse. Keep going like this, and job done.
Thank you, Majesty. I promise you, we won't waste this gift.
Wait a moment. How will you access Origin, even with the ship?
I mean...
We're gonna plunge into the Great Sea's vortex.
And after that? Origin is protected on every side by thick armor plating. You think you'll find a berth?
I guess, maybe?
For starters, we don't even know Origin's general schematic. We're going in blind.
Take this.
What's this?
Is this... Origin?
A certain Nopon engineer was involved. On the Agnian side of Origin's construction. That's an early blueprint left behind from those days. The Great Sea's vortex is likely born from the force field emitted by this middle part, amplified by the structure built up around the circumference. That would be my best guess, anyway. As for the original purpose of the structure, it was a device to deploy a field to protect the facility while it generated an omnistatic space. Consequently, this middle section here, it lacks the armored shell, making it Origin's only weak point.
So then, basically, this is our entrance.
Enter the vortex, and then using its flow, break through to the inside. Once you are within, destroy the force field generator at the center. That's the trick.
Yes, I see.
However, the internal structure of Origin may well have been heavily modified by Zed. Even after you make it in, you must be on your guard.
Understood. We'll be fully prepared.
Huh. You gotta hand it to the Queen, though. How could anyone know all that?
Shocking, I know.
Absolutely. I simply cannot believe this.
Come on, you lot. Make your minds up already, will you? By the way, after you met up with Em, you were sleeping here all this time, right?
Yes.
So then, how did you know we'd become Ouroboros? You seem to know what had happened at the castle as well.
Even as I sleep, I learn. Information on everything in this world collects right here.
Thank you so much for all this. I promise you, we will seize the future.
The Origin metal signal was coming from around here.
All right. Where to start?
Is this where the readout for the Origin metal's coming from?
We'll find it. I dare say we're becoming old hands at this. There were also a few Turkin feathers where the origin metal was buried.
So Turkin's buried it. Crafty little gits. We're getting an origin metal readout from around this area, I think.
Let's leave no stone unturned.
Congratulations! You're special. Precious few make it all the way to their homecoming. But this won't do at all. Your lives shine all the brighter if they are extinguished right here on the battlefield. Hmm? What's the meaning of this, Commander Chris?
I bid you sheathe your blade, my Lord Consul.
Come again? You want to take his shine for yourself?
I am simply stating there's no need. Why kill him now?
Hmm?
His time is at an end. How brightly he shone. He himself knows better than anyone. Your actions will not make him brighter, I'm sure.
Mutiny!
Why not just let it go, V?
Why are you here?
When their appointed hour arrives, should we not grant them an appropriate departure?
Don't be a fool! Then their life will be lost from circulation, will it not?
Oh.
Zed also wishes it so.
Zed does? I refuse to believe it. Very well. Do as you see fit, then.
If I may, let me send him on. That's a good tune. A Chris original?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Maybe I'll pinch it as well.
You've got your own tunes, Noah. Those are just as good. Wonderful, I'd say.
Really? I only tweaked a few notes in a score from my previous colony.
It's not the notes that matter. It's the feelings you imbue them with.
Feelings?
Raw emotion. It resonates.
Oh, all ye formless dead. Will you respond to the Queen's awakening? The sword of the end. Of all the vestiges of origin strewn through the world, who knew this fragment yet remained?
It is no longer one with the flow. We have no means of controlling it.
Will you go, then?
No, there's no need, is there? He will come to me. I know it. To share with me his feelings.
Is it here?
It's not inside the castle. Okay, so that puts it at...
Garden Defense Base.
Garden what now?
It's a guard outpost at the castle rear. They bring new recruits there too, for basic training.
Well, phew. You had me worried there for a second. Thought we'd be back in the Antol's jaws.
Even so, it's an enemy base. We can't expect to just waltz in without a fight.
First, let's just try to scope it out. Where should I start? I think we need to discuss this.
So it's beyond this bridge?
Yeah. No chance from the front. Not like this.
We can go across those islands. That way, we should be able to swing round the back. Then, it's in and out, fast as we can.
Yeah. We go in, we get the shard, and we hightail it out there.
Right.
I can't see another way. Let's do it.
Chris, you were a week away from your homecoming. Why?
Noah, you okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Hmm?
Strange. Now of all times.
You think we'll be able to slip through undetected?
I don't know. But we'll need to proceed with extreme caution.
This is unsettling.
Not a single person anywhere in sight.
What's going on? Is this because we busted up the Annihilator?
No, I very much doubt it. We didn't do any direct damage to the castle itself.
Maybe it's because of the Machini Queenie?
Even so, we didn't actually free the soldiers here, right? And yet no one's here. Huh? The shard's changing position. Hey, Noah, look at this. Noah?
It's a song.
What song?
You're right. It's a Kavesi one. The melody.
Yeah. And it's not just any melody. I know who's playing.
Chris.
Wait, Chris? Wasn't that the guy who was Noah's off-seeing instructor?
Yeah.
Huh? But Chris is...
Yeah. He died 4 years ago.
Does that mean he's been reborn, like Ethel?
No. I don't think that's it.
What then? Like Mobius?
There are two types of Mobius. The kind like Z and X, who were Mobius from the beginning, and humans who became Mobius, like N, M, and Urine.
So... is this like a trap?
Probably. But the origin metal readout is real. It's definitely here.
In we go?
Yeah. In we go.
What? Into the jewels?
They're clearly aware that we're coming. But there's no one around. He's waiting. For me.
Something weird's going on, right?
The silence is unnerving.
Good to see you again, Noah.
I knew it. Chris.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see that you're still an Offseer.
Chris! Come out! Reveal yourself!
I'm waiting in the throne room. Take your time. I want you to come up here. Then I want you to play that special melody.
Chris!
I'll be waiting.
Suggest infiltrating this is an alternative route.
Which would mean... Ah, I get it.
I first met Chris on the day of a homecoming.
I remember.
A short time later, I put in to become an officer. And then, we met again.
The name's Noah, right? I'm Chris. Starting today, I'll be your personal tutor, all right? Let's begin.
Hey, Chris. Tell me something. Back then, on that day, why did you look so sad?
Which day?
The day of homecoming. In Colony 14.
Ah, I see. So that's how I look to you then.
The others looked so happy. And the soldier, he was so pleased about it. But not you.
I think he probably felt content.
Content?
He had lived through it all, fought hard, and in serving his colony, he found purpose. I find it's quite a tragic thing.
But why? I mean, it was time for him to return home.
What do you think that entails?
Huh?
Reaching your life's expiry date. Surviving through so many battles.
Well,
Do you honestly believe he was happy to disappear for such trivial reasons? That his smile belied no doubt? To me, he looked ready to cry.
Huh.
Being unable to choose his end, merely accepting what comes next.
Chris.
There's no joy in a contrived death, Noah.
Contrived death, huh? At this point, I get him. Kind of, at least.
On that day, he shook my belief. Was I really content? Content with the path I'd chosen to follow? And then he chose for himself. His end would be by his design. I need to know. What was he thinking back then? And why now? Why has he appeared before me?
Chris?
Seriously, those Mobius snuffers can really do one.
Chris.
Ouroboros, you dare to appear before me once again. Do you not value your lives? Such idiocy. You should never have shown your faces here again. But you leave me no choice. for sullying this consecrated ground. I will see to it that justice is served.
What a terrible din. Only an imitation. Its empty words could never ring true. Let me hear it, Noah. I want a true melody. Let me hear your melody!
You'll hear it, Chris. It'll be the best performance you've ever heard.
Yes, that's very good.
It's amazing!
Why, Chris? Why become Mobius? Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
So I could see you again, Noah.
But why?
Your sworn mission is to change this world, is it not?
Yes.
And is that because you're unhappy with the way it is?
It's wrong, and we have to correct it. That is all.
I see. So relentless desire is what drives you.
Desire?
You fight for betterment, for ever greater aspirations.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. It's human nature, after all. But you still don't understand. There's something you must learn.
What's that?
To be content with one's lot.
What do you mean?
Don't you see? Only the strong can ever hope to reach the fabled horizon that you seek. Your words must be backed up by strength in equal measure. Winner's logic.
But birds, what can they possibly know of how a lowly worm feels?
Then, what would you have become of the weak? Would you abandon them? You would refute their everything? End their story there?
Mobius are the ones doing that!
Noah, what you're trying to achieve here amounts to the same thing. You really think freeing Origin will revive the world and solve all of our problems? You must surely have heard from the Queen of Agnus the truth of this world.
So what then? You're saying the Queen's lying?
No, surely not.
Then what?
But there is no guarantee. If the Queen is wrong and the world is not created anew, what happens then?
Huh?
What if this is some flight of fancy? What if you've been taken in, staking your lives on a whim? Who's accountable? I ask you that.
Well,
I think it's still the right thing to do.
Oh?
It was your smile, Chris. I get it now. I know why you were smiling back then. I'm good here. I get what you meant now. You asked me once if I would keep moving. And my answer...
Tell me, Noah.
I will. To the end. So that I can treasure those final moments.
Final?
When that hour is upon me, I want to look back and smile. Then I'll be good. And to come out smiling, we all have to choose where our lives take us. For our future selves. And yet, lack of choice is enough to break a person. They struggle, suffer, clawing their way through endless fog. A world without choice, that's wrong. If death is a lie in this world, it deserves to end.
So you'd rather perish along with the world?
I just want to cut this world free from Mobius.
whatever the consequences.
Yeah. Otherwise, the Queen would never have told us the things she did. We take everything as it comes, and we're afforded so little. Still, no matter how slim a chance we might have, it's a chance. So if that's an option we can take, then I'll take it.
Noah, your melody, I hear it loud and clear. Now show it to me. Your conviction and your smile. Shall we fight in earnest? Gladly, Chris.
No good!
Play it loud. A beautiful melody. It's a beautiful song, Noah. Noah, the one who made me Mobius, was Zed. And it wasn't just me. J too, and N, and M. All of us were human once. And Zed changed our very being.
Why? Why would he do that to you?
For that, you'd be best off asking Zed himself. But listen, Noah. I think in the end, I was happy to have become Mobius. How could I not be, after hearing such a wonderful song? Chris, Mobius are an entity bound by the confines of this world. Strong, yet somehow fragile. And in their fragility, they crave only the now, fearing to tread even a single step towards the future. I chose the path of the Offseer because I had a thought. The sender and the ones being sent. I wanted to learn exactly what it was that connected them. Though we may be forgotten, our feelings live on. It is through our melodies that we carry them on. I think I once told you something to that effect.
Yeah.
There's a place doing just that. The city.
The city is?
The many lives born of the city. Lives whose existence was never recorded in Origin. They are our future. They themselves are proof of the coming winds of change.
I think I see.
They are our hope. Just as you once were. They too are the product of Ouroboros' will. And that is something that can never die.
Chris, you knew everything all along.
Noah, one last thing.
Aren't you gonna?
You really do play the most beautiful tune. Go now, Noah. Sing your song for all to hear.
Noah.
Huh?
So those things Chris said, what was that all about?
Finding value.
What now?
Chris, when he played his Offseer song, he conveyed his wish to me. His wish that I would come to find value in all things.
He entrusted it all to you, Noah. Ergo, the rest is history.
Yeah, but it's so.
Sad, isn't it?
I'm going. For sure. His wishes won't be in vain as we march on Origin.
Do you truly want it thus, O ye voices? Then let me enunciate, emphatically so, the rules to which this world adheres, for the benefit of us all.
Looks like we got all the metal.
We need to hand these straight over to Mr. Samon.
Good to add more names. Good to...
Arrival in new area confirmed.
Good to add more names. Could you all come round for a second? Could you all come round for a second? I think we need to discuss this. Good to add more names. I see some relation. Where should I start? Let's lay out the facts.
everyone's getting along. I hope everyone's getting along.
Hey, Ashera. Ashera.
Hey, Ashera! What are you doing here? We thought you'd disappeared.
Sorry. I just wanted to see this.
The golden flame clock?
Our lives can shine like gold. But scatter them to the wind and they still end up like this. In spite of that, people are drawn to honor and glory. Like moths to a flame. I wonder why.
I hope you're not looking to me for an answer.
Perhaps it's just human nature?
Perhaps. Though if that's true, then there's no saving us. We couldn't possibly hope to escape the lure. Destined to be caught in the fire and die.
Thanks for that pep talk. So, what you trying to say?
I'm saying that's really not how I want to go. Oops, I'm getting a call. Won't be a minute.
This is Zoran from Colony 11. Come in?
Yes, hello. This is Ashera from Colony 11. You'll have to call back. I'm busy.
Seriously, Ashera? And here I thought I'd give you some good news.
Uh-huh. Something's got you in a good mood, Zor. Guess I will make time for you then.
Don't ask why, but I don't think we're gonna like this.
Yeah, agreed.
A short while ago, Colony 11 received a declaration of war.
Is that all? Come on, what else is new? You know as well as I do, we get those almost every other day.
What if I tell you it's from someone you've been just itching to see again? Need a clue?
Are you serious? She's back.
So? Don't keep us in the dark.
Time to rejoice, comrades! A certain Madam Consul has finally deigned to pay a visit, hoping to get her revenge.
What? That freak seriously come back?
She did strike me as the vindictive type.
Alrighty. So, Colony 11's in great danger. We have to head over and provide aid.
Ugh, what rubbish. If you want to go on another rampage, just say so.
Good old Uni. A typically astute observation.
Listen, just finish the job this time, okay? No cutting her loose, please.
I read you. This time I'll put her down, I promise.
If you're finished deliberating, where are you now?
Let's see. The Faunus region, near the old Kana battlefield.
Ah, that's convenient. Approach from the map the Wildwood side. We'll head out from Colony 11, catch them in a pincer and crush them in one fell swoop.
Oh, nice! Let's do that. It sounds fun. Oh, and leave the leader's head on her shoulders. I just promised I'd come to collect it.
I can't guarantee that. Just make sure you're not delayed having some extra fun.
Ah, wait! Sparks. Have to hurry or there'll be trouble.
The only trouble is you psycho. Oh, whatever. Let's go and tear our new one.
Too right. Get ready for battle!
I can't tell if they're about to hug or throttle each other, those two.
Let's take the fight to the enemy. Battle awaits.
I knew you'd say that. Not good. The battle's already started.
Hey, look. It's not a colony they're fighting. It's a mix of Kavesi and Agnian troops.
Ours very own private army. I don't think she cares about the optics of this anymore.
We're not gonna know who's friend and who's foe. What do we do?
I have a cunning plan. We'll just round them all up and...
Nope, not doing that.
That was a joke, dear. For now, we can rendezvous with Colony 11's main force.
We'll follow Zor's plan, push for the bridge, and catch the baddies in a pincer. All right?
Yeah, roger that.
You're starting to sound awfully normal.
Well, you could also summarize it as rush 'em down and start the carnage.
When you put it like that.
Prepare for a suicide... a charge! Was she gonna say suicide attack?
Sorry to keep you, ladies and gents. The star is here. How's it looking?
Finally, you're here. Things are trickier than we thought.
You're being overrun.
I hate to admit it, but that's about right.
Come on. Try not to sound so miserable. You're making the three ravens look bad.
But seriously, if you're saying that, it sounds like something big is going down.
Indeed. That blasted carrion bird. Queen only knows where she got her claws on a trump card like that.
What card? What do you mean?
You'll find out soon. After we take care of these.
Ha! Trying to swamp us with grunts? They'll need a better card than that to...
Hold that thought, Lance. Something's not right here.
No way! We gotta beat him again?
Ours little trick at work. They keep popping back up no matter what we do.
Neat idea, that. Throws a bit of a spanner into the works.
Whatever. They've pushed us this far. We've got no other option.
Actually, we'd better fall back to Colony 11.
It's not like you to get cold feet.
I just have a bad feeling about this. Times like these, it's better to follow your gut.
What's the plan?
You lead the retreat of the main force. We lucky few get to guard the rear.
Acknowledged. Don't die on us yet, Ashera.
Here they come, guys.
Don't chase the enemy down. Let them come to us. Remember, we're retreating too.
Snuff! What is with these mudders? Why won't they just die?
Look, what do we do? There's nowhere left to run!
Truer words were never spoken. Looks like it's curtains for you, scum.
Well, well, well. Madam Consul, you look in good health.
I'm very well, thank you. How about yourself, you filthy animal? You're looking a tad rough, if you don't mind me saying.
We're a little tied up here. Do you mind making this quick?
Oh, enough of these exhausting charades. I don't think you understand the gravity of your situation. If I were to order my army to fall upon you as antholes on a fresh carcass, what do you think would happen? Shall we see?
If you wanted to do that, you could have done it from the start. You obviously want something.
Indeed. And so to the matter at hand. Foul and wicked traitors, listen to me well. Accept my demand, and I shall order my troops to withdraw this instant.
Oh?
You'd pull back your troops? In this situation?
I'm sure her worshipfulness would love nothing more than to show us mercy. Ugh!
Wrong. I know a better way to settle things. One that won't leave behind any grudges. Former Commander Ashera, and you, mutinous Ouroboros whelps. I challenge you to a duel.
Excuse me?
A duel? What? Is that like a skirmish?
You ignoramuses. Ah, but no, I suppose it's only natural you wouldn't know. A duel is a concept from the bygone world. Call it a specific method of waging warfare. You and I will battle under a strict set of rules in order to settle matters once and for all. The winner of the duel will determine how this war ends.
So then you're saying we can finish this thing right now? By ourselves?
This is nonsense. What would you stand to gain from this?
A duel is staked upon one's honor, not one's life. Trivial things such as gain or loss have no bearing here. Ashera, with this duel, I will erase the shame you inflicted and restore my due dignity. I think you understand. Now give me your answer.
I'm just making sure, but what if I refuse?
Then the war is back on. My invincible army will crush your whole colony, and you along with it. Of course, the same will happen if you renege on your word.
Okay. Agreed. I'll accept your duel, or what have you.
Most wise. You always were quick on the uptake, I must say.
Thanks. So, what happens now? If we're going to have it out right now, then...
Don't be so hasty. I will send you an invitation with the location of this duel. For now, I shall withdraw my forces.
Huh? Do we need all this beating about the bush? Why not just tell us where it is now?
Hold your insolent tongue. I told you these things have rules. This is a formal engagement, and as such, there are procedures to follow.
Before you go, a question. Those troops behind you that you're so proud of, what in the world have you done to them?
I'm under no obligation to tell you. Truly, it has nothing to do with you. More importantly, this will be our final battle. You would do well to prepare yourself.
Anyway, does this mean we made it?
Looks that way. Not what I'd call satisfying, though.
Ashera, what will you do?
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something. For now, we'll go back to Colony 11 and wait for this invitation.
We should start by checking on Zoran and the others.
Behold the hero's return! Or whatever.
Yo! How are you guys?
It appears we've pulled through, for the moment at least. However, it's certainly a strange turn of events.
True. Ar's withdrawn her troops, but I'm still uneasy. Everything's going exactly how she planned it.
And what were those soldiers, for Queen's sake? I thought I was going crazy.
Fighting them one-on-one, you might as well be fighting a doll. But the numbers... they just wouldn't die.
No, it's not that they won't die. I think from the start they never had life in them at all.
If Mobius can do something like that, how come they haven't used it before?
Whatever R's plan is, if we're forced into a war of attrition, we stand absolutely no chance. Ashera knows this. That's why she's accepted R's terms. Conceivably.
You reckon? I think she just did her usual, just doing anything to see if it's fun. Well, what are our chances of winning a
Ashera?
I don't think she was here in the first place.
What the? Did she just up and disappear on us again? I'm losing my patience with her.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have left the colony.
Say, do you know where she's gone?
Nope.
No clue.
Queen's spleen, I hate that maniac. Ashera!
Uni!
Oh, don't tell me I have to look after you too. You've caused enough trouble for us, don't give me any more. Hey, are you alright?
What do you mean?
You're looking awful. Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm fine. Just great.
Well, I sure hope so. We've still got our stupid jewel thing. You better keep it together.
Sorry. I suppose I'm not feeling too great.
Don't just lie about it then, Queen's sake. You're the one who said you'd beat R.
I mean, yes, that I did. It's just... I can't get into this. To me, this jewel rubbish just sounds like playing at war. It's not the battle I'm after.
This again. Then why did you agree to what she wants?
Why? Well, I don't mind dying myself, but that doesn't mean I'm fine dragging you all down with me.
Oh, you're too kind. Let me remind you, though, we wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for you.
I might have made a serious miscalculation, I'm ashamed to say.
Hey, there's something I've wanted to ask you. Ashera, what do you really want?
How do you mean?
It's just... what is this battle you're looking for, ultimately? What will it take for you to be satisfied? If all these meaningless fights aren't it, then why not just say it straight? What? What is it? You're just staring at me.
Uni.
Yeah?
This is just hypothetical. But if I asked you here and now to kill me, do you think you would?
You what? Are you for snuffing real? You're telling that same tired joke? Or maybe you really have lost your mind? Don't just clam up. Say something. Huh? A message?
Oh dear. It'll be a summons from our favorite Lady Consul.
This is a set of coordinates. Wait, this points to... These are right below Keves Castle. Is this some kind of mistake?
I wonder. I suppose we'll know when we get there. Well, we'd better make tracks. If the job's a bad one, it's best to get it over with all snappy-like.
Oi! Wait!
Oh yes, what I was saying before, it was just a joke, like you said. Don't pay it any mind. Looks like it's down this way.
You're joking.
Can't believe it. Who knew there was a place like this beneath the castle?
There's nothing here at all. Right, but what's going on? It feels like the skin on the back of my neck's crawling.
This place... it's... Ah!
Ashera? What's up?
It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Welcome to the bottom of the world. I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm finally here. What's the next step? Self-introductions? Or maybe we can just get down to the killing.
No need to be so impatient. After all, this might be the last time we two will get to clash with one another.
And does it say anywhere in your rules that we have to chew the fat down in the arse end of nowhere? Ah, Do you think I'm playing around?
Don't get so bent out of shape. Is this place not to your liking? Observe. I've prepared this very special stage for our very special battle. I can't think of a more appropriate place for our duel than this, the ass end of nowhere, as you so aptly put it.
Huh.
What's wrong? You're very quiet. At this point, you'd usually have something glib to say. This isn't like you, my dear. Ah, could it be your neck injury is troubling you? Something along those lines, perhaps?
You and I, we've met before.
Incorrect. This is, in fact, the first time. However, I know what it is you remember. I know everything about you. Didn't I say before? There's nowhere more appropriate for our duel. Don't tell me. Did you truly think that you could hide it? You didn't think we'd know?
Hey, the spark is you blabbing on about here?
Oh, come on now. You haven't even told your friends, Ashera. Well, I suppose you couldn't have. Right? You're a coward.
Ashera! What the spark? When did they?
I got you there, you imbecile!
No! Ashera! You've got to hang in there!
No way! Ashera's...
Expertly done, W. Everything is going exactly as I planned.
Can play with doll?
Oh, yes. Be my guest. Play with your little doll to your heart's content.
Yay!
So that was it. Those soldiers weren't ours doing at all. They were being controlled by this other console instead.
That bitch! This is what she wanted all along! And we fell for it! Jewel my ass!
Actually, that's where you're wrong. What follows next will be a duel, plainly and unmistakably. Only, your opponent might be a little closer to home.
Not good. At this rate...
If we hold back, she'll wipe the floor with us. But we can't... Snuff! What do we do?
Excellent. Marvelous. Each move so steady, so precise, so certain. Oh, I do love a good game of chess. I knew it would be worth the trouble I went to, putting this glorious stage together.
Kill?
Not yet. Play with them a little more. This appetizer isn't nearly enough to satisfy me.
Play. Oh?
Uni! What do you think you're doing?
Hey, Ashera. What was it you told me? Something about there being no friends or foes when fighting each other to the death or whatever. That's why I just had to take that shot. You should be happy with that, right?
Oh, now this is unexpected. Caught a taste of her lust for battle, have you?
Belt up! You just shut your ugly trap!
What?
Hey! You're satisfied with that, right? So come on! Wake the spark up! Right now! There's no snuffing way this is the death you were looking for! Am I wrong? Ashera!
No, you're not wrong. But anyone else would be dead right now. You fool.
Ashera!
Been a real while since I took a hit like that. But I owe you one. I'm back and I never felt more alive.
Damn it! W! What are you playing at? Seize her again!
I can't. She put up barriers around her psyche. Anything more than a lifeless husk, and it's too hard.
Cease your belly aching and do it! Just do it now! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I told you, I can't.
W! I've come too far for you to muck this up now!
Oh dear. Having a fallout? Is this part of your duel's rules too?
Shut up! I'll tell you what I think of our shitting duel!
If I just murder the lot of you here, then it's all the same to me! W! Bring out all the husks we have! And don't even think about abstaining yourself!
Okay.
Ashera, don't forget! Remember what you promised!
Uh-huh. I remember. How about we end this once and for all?
Die! You animals! Look what you've done!
That brings our business to a close, Madam Consul. Any last words?
Yes. Gloat. Maniac. I hope you lose your mind. Writhe in agony. You can run from your pain all you want. It'll only happen again. No matter how much you fight, no matter how many lives you take.
Even if it works out the same, I have to fight against it. This pain. However many times. The look on your face tells me you want to ask something.
You knew about all this from the start? About Mobius? About how the people of this world are born, all that? Since before you even met us? All along?
Can I tell you a story? It's from a ridiculously long time ago. A time all but gone from memory. Today, soldiers fight and scrabble to survive for 10 years. All to be blessed with the honor of the homecoming ritual. But once, there was a time when there was no such thing as a homecoming ritual.
You what? I've never heard this before.
I did just say, it's all but gone from memory. Even so, there was a ceremony for those soldiers who reached homecoming age. Do you know what would happen? A consul would end them personally. No officers to be seen. In other words, an execution.
What? Execution? What the spark for?
It sounds better if you call it a ceremony to offer up the light of a person's life. But really, all that awaited them was a death much more humiliating than if they'd fallen to an enemy's blade.
But that doesn't make any sense. And why do you know any of this? Wait. No way. You don't mean...
This scar on my neck. I didn't always have this, you know. It starts appearing as I get older, along with memories of that day And the pain. Each time I remember thinking one thing. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I didn't go through all this fighting for it to end like this. And another lovely gift. The pain keeps getting worse and worse. It'll become unbearable as homecoming nears. Until finally I go mad from the pain, and then...
I didn't... How many times have you had to go through this? Do you know?
Uni. I know to you it must have seemed like I just spout nonsense and try to look cool. But really... I just want to escape. Escape the feeling that death is wrapped around my throat, ready to take me. So, there you have it. All I want is to die in the time and place that I choose. That's basically it. Yeah, maybe I really am just a coward.
Ashera. Wow. Now I get why you asked me if I'd kill you.
You must have thought I was a fool. But you see, Uni, it would mean more to me. Much more than any of the deaths I've gone through until now.
I'll do it. No need to convince me any further.
Thank you. This way I can finally move on without any regrets.
However, under one condition. If I'm gonna kill you, I go too. You gotta take me with you.
Huh? Sorry, run that past me again?
Oh, just forget it. Shut up. I know, I'm sounding like an idiot. But guess there's no help in that. I've sort of realized you're the same as me.
I'm the same as you.
So you won't hear any crap like, you gotta tough it out, you gotta live on. Or, anything's better than dying. Not from me, of all people. I'd just rather help you find the right place where you can end things. And if I mess that up, I'll just have to kick your bucket myself. But you've got to do the same for me, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Deal?
Uni, do you remember?
But Ashera, both of our lives, they don't belong to just us, you know.
You've got me there. You put me in a bind. Guess I can't go dying just yet.